we've heard, Zeke Emanuel, that nobody could have seen this coming. The fact is, everybody saw this coming. Everybody saw this coming in early January. So I know I know you, like me.
Sorry there, Joe, but that's just not true. In fact, I saw an analysis of Joe Scarborough's Twitter feed from January. I think it was 17 tweets about impeachment, 7 about sports, a bunch other about politics. You know how many tweets he put out with his millions of followers about coronavirus in the month of January when there was the first U.S. case, a couple of weeks to figure this out? I remember end of January, I was on the Bill Maher show, and people weren't shaking hands, and we were all talking. Everyone knew that this was a, you know how many tweets? Zero. And doesn't that make you think at some point that maybe he's not telling the truth? Maybe there's a problem here. This is a lie that the media saw this coming. Joe Scarborough's lying about it. Other people they're all trying to rewrite their history right now and claim that it's not that this was the right called it a hoax. They all knew. They're all so smart. And people are dying. People have blood on their hands on the right and Trump because, this is just a series of, they're all from this year. So they're all from when we knew this was a crisis, or rather that this was a problem, I should say. I'm just going to give you a series of headlines. The national interest. Forget the coronavirus. The flu pandemic of 1918 killed more people in 1 year than all of World War I. The Daily Beast. The virus killing U.S. kids isn't the one dominating the headlines, not coronavirus. National Post. New coronavirus may be no more dangerous than the flu, despite worldwide alarm. Experts. Patch. MD. Flu deaths climb as flu more worrisome than coronavirus. Reuters. Doctors suggest worrying about the common flu, not coronavirus. This is all from end of January, early February. Washington Post. You're likely to get the coronavirus. Well, if we're likely to get it, then my thinking was that a lot of us who are going to get it should just accept that we're probably going to get it and then keep vulnerable populations safe. And then we have herd immunity, right? They were telling us that we were all likely to get it. Now we're all in total quarantine because, oh my God, you can't get this because it's going to kill everybody if we are too many people if we get this. I could go on. This is a whole sheet. It's amazing. It's making the rounds. Wired, we should de-escalate the war on coronavirus. CNN, as the coronavirus spreads, fear is fueling racism and xenophobia. Science, the flu, Science Alert website. The flu is a bigger threat to people in the U.S. than coronavirus. Here's why. To most people than coronavirus. Here's why. AZ Central, new coronavirus is likely to go pandemic, but that's no reason to panic or overreact. The media was all talking about, they were talking about how Trump is a moron, but don't worry about this thing. He's not going to handle it well, and he's a moron, but, this is not going to be that big of a deal. Don't overreact. We got this. We talked to the experts. They're all claiming to have talked to the experts. Axios, why we panic about coronavirus, but not the flu. The mountains of wrong on this would dwarf the Himalayas. From the media, from government officials. Oh, wait. Here's one of my favorites. Speaking of government officials, where did it go? It's one of my favorites. There's that just astonishing from January World Health Organization weighing in on this to say that there was no evidence that there was human-to-human transmission of this. No evidence of human-to-human transmission. This thing spreads like wildfire in close quarters. And increasingly, there seems to be evidence that it spreads pretty well. It spreads pretty well in the air, aerosolized droplets. So I hate this rewriting of history. If you're going to work in the information dissemination business, if you're going to be an analyst or a reporter, you should be honest about where you are. Dr. Burke says she thought it would be like SARS. I thought it was going to be like one of those respiratory viruses that we hear a lot about, and there's some bad cases, but it kind of disappears after a while. And then I thought, okay, well, we'll give a couple of weeks. Most of the cases we'll stamp out. We'll get prepared, and then and now we're being told, no, we're not going back to work. It's not happening for a long time. If you want to go back to work, a whole lot of people are going to die, and this has been the shift. That is the shift in conversation from the administration in the last week alone.
Hey, Team Buck, thank you so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you like this video, please click that little thumbs up button so then it will log as liked. And also, if you want to see more great content from The First, please click subscribe.